Being talented is nice, and working hard is nice, and being lucky is better than any of it. I mean, the comic industry downsized after the early 90s when everything, everybody had been speculating buying 100 copies of a comic book, but then who are they going to sell them to? Because everybody who has one, or wants one, has one. And suddenly, then everything kind of collapsed and comic books became less of a mass market, more of a niche market than they had been. And suddenly, all of a sudden, you didn't need as many artists, you didn't need as many writers, plus the fact you've always got new people trying to come in. So not only was it harder for people to come in, but the people who were in there, it was harder to kind of stay in. I know of some writers, not only perfectly good, but better than a lot of people who were in, but because of whatever personal connections, luck, combination, they found themselves hard-pressed to make a living. And it wasn't because of lack of talent. It was just, they did something wrong or they had a little bad luck. Being talented is nice, and working hard is nice, and being lucky is better than any of it. And I'm sort of lucky that I've had some tough times and unhappy times, everybody does. But I've been, relatively lucky. Not as lucky as Stan Lee, but, lucky.
You've kind of come in and out of comics. Why do you keep coming back to comics? What is it about comics for you?
Well, I've never left comics. They kind of left me as I said, people bring in their own people and they want a different approach and this and that. I've always wanted to do sort of full-time comics, and if somebody offered me enough work now, I would probably do it. They offer me some. On the other hand, I feel if I have to write, I've written a lot of comics, hundreds and hundreds, and if I have to write one more damn comic book in order to secure what little tiny niche I might have, then my whole life has been for nothing anyway. If I can write some more, that would be great. I would love to, but if I don't, I shouldn't have to. Does Woody Allen have to make one more movie? Did Clark Gable have to make movies after he died at 61? Did he have to live to be 70 to make any more movies? No. So you just do what you can, and whenever time's up, time is up. I intend to keep writing a few comics. I think I'll continue. I restarted the magazine Alter Ego about comic books because I'm very interested in comics. I'm very interested in history. So I combine the two, and I do a magazine about comics history. But in that case, I just found something I like to do, makes a few bucks, keeps me out of the pool halls, which considering my pool game is a bonus, and just do what you like and keep an eye on the ball, to make sure that what you like will make you enough to get by. But it's tricky, but there are no guarantees in life, so you just work at it.